With the semi-final set, there are two huge battles coming up. Matt Cogar will take on reigning champion Hart, and Chopperoo Lawrence O'Toole will be taking on Polish powerhouse Dubicki.
All right, here we go. A battle of the 49th parallel, a North American heat here on Swedish soil in this semi-final. Which of these two athletes will make it to the final? Will it be the reigning champion Sterling Hart setting his single buck, or will it be the American? Who will make it? Find out now. Go! Sterling Hart, really quick start on that stock saw, very fast up there, but it looks like Matt Cogar is slightly faster. Ooh, both cookies drop pretty evenly as they move over to the underhand chop. Huge slab coming off for Sterling as he powers through that underhand like he has done in every heat so far. Moving over to the other side quickly, both of them at the same time. Man, this is a speedy heat right now. If you look at the time that is elapsing in the middle of the screen up there, Sterling almost threw that axe back to the audience. He got through there so quickly. Now both over to the single buck. Sterling Hart's been working hard on this discipline. A huge stall by Matt Cogar will cost him time, and Sterling Hart gets a bow as well, but manages to get over to the standing block chop just before Matt Cogar. And here is what it's all going to come down to. Who can get the blows through faster on the standing block chop? Sterling Hart got his axe caught, and that gave the opportunity for Matt Cogar to move over to the other side just ahead of Sterling. Sterling now working the other side. Matt Cogar looking very strong though. Holy moly! Look at the drop of the block at 101. Even personal best for Matt Cogar. Sterling Hart having trouble and finally drops it at 110.40. He'll be disappointed with that time, and Matt Cogar moving to the final. Looking back here, there's Sterling Hart. He had a good start, but Matt Cogar was just a hair faster. And then Sterling managed to make up time as they came back to the single buck from the underhand chop. But the tell-all in this heat was the standing block chop, where Matt Cogar was just a little bit stronger. And there you go, a final blow by Cogar. Beautiful.
For Australian Lawrence O'Toole, the semi-finals will be make or break. His form throughout the competition has so far been on point. Can he put in the run he requires to get to that final spot?
All right, a couple of power hitters coming out onto the stage, both of them the same age. Mikhail Dubicki, we saw earlier on, he is just super strong, and he is ready for competition here in this semifinal number 2 against that man, Lawrence O'Toole, who would love to have that ring on his finger and make it a nearly perfect year for him.
3, 2, 1, go!
A high start for O'Toole. He blocks in there quickly. Dubicki right there with them, pretty even on both of their parts to get over to the underhand chop. And now, look at the speed of the axe by Lawrence O'Toole. Mikhail Dubicki following suit, though, this time. Not going for those high, heavy hits, but opting for short chops and getting in there as quick as possible to slab out as much as possible and get over to the next discipline quickly. Oh, but he's in trouble now. A couple of catches of the axe, and O'Toole and his long arms and legs has a distinct advantage as Dubicki frantically starts to work that single buck. Oh, a huge catch by O'Toole, and he's in big trouble. He needs to do those long strokes to catch up to Dubicki, who's almost at the bottom, and O'Toole gets caught again. Dubicki advantage going into the standing block chop. O'Toole is strong on this discipline, though. Let's see if he can get there. Dubicki with the advantage, moving over to the other side. O'Toole right there with them. Very close heat as it's gone back and forth from the standing block. Oh my goodness, O'Toole does it in 104.19. I thought Dubicki was going to have it, but he finally dropped the block in 107.07. Look at the focus on Lawrence O'Toole's face here in that single buck. He had so many problems there. It looked like that was going to be it for his competition day, but he managed to come back in the standing block chop against that man, Mikhail Dubicki, who is such a power hitter. Look at the blows that he is giving that block there as that axe just takes out huge amounts of wood.
Not the greatest of cuts there by Lawrence, but enough to get him through and into the final. He's going up against Matt Cogar from the USA, who's been on absolute fire all day. He's going to have to dig deep, you know, get the breaths in now, get up on that stage and give the performance we know he can.